Hey, good morning. This is Derek Demore with Futures Demore, Futures Networks Live. We got FNL Crypto. We have Anthony Crudele coming on Monday. We're all excited. It's been a good week, learning a lot of new things, basically trading the three markets. You can see we have the MES, we have the MNQ, and we have the M2K, which is the Russell, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500. We have 5-minute charts. We have 60-minute charts. Let me know in the comments section if you like this. Look, it really is helpful to determine overall market, quality and seeing kind of where we're at and good spots. Like I went long at the bottom at 9 o'clock, just after 9 o'clock, because the RSI was low and it typically by opening bell, it's back right between 45 and 55, like it seems like it always is. Let's see for sure. So, and as you can see, we are right at 50. I had to place the RSI on this chart rather than having it small down below. So that's where we're at. So let's go into opening bell and see what happened. So the MNQ was the first to fill. We got in. I put a limit order up at a good spot where I thought it would pull back. Remember the 200 periods up here. So the MNQ was looking the most bearish, if you want to call it, at that point. I put a limit order. It's probably like a 618. Got in, filled pretty quickly. So 673, so we got our 24 points. And then the Russell was next. What I did on the Russell was I split the targets because the fill for 10 points was right at this bottom. And I thought we might touch it, and then I wasn't sure if we were going to break below it or not. So I did a 9 and 11. And as you can see, we'll see on the next slide that we got our 9 and then we got our 11. So that is the 10 points and the 24 points, which is what we wanted. And now on the S&P, I ended up DCAing, and there was a spot up here at 40.9275. So I got in at 92.50. It actually, in that candlestick, came down, and I could have gotten out for all 4 contracts at 0. Net zeroed out this trade, making these two positive. And I decided at the end of the next candle to just get out for whatever it was giving me. I think I took a 1.75 point loss or a 1.5 point loss, just so because I was positive and I didn't know if this was going to turn around. It's closing above the 200 period now, and it looked like it might continue to go long. So I think, in retrospect, I think it was a good decision because now look, it did go up. So, all in all, I'll average out the points, but we were positive 2 out of 3 on a 2-to-1 ratio. So I think it was a really good morning, and I could have gotten out of this trade for 0. So all in all, I was happy. And let's see what happened with the dailies and how off I was yesterday. So at first, we're going to look at the S&P. Obviously, new all-time highs again, just over 4,100. Is that the peak? I don't know. I missed it big time yesterday. That's all I know. It had come up. It was up here when I was making the video. I thought it was going to come well down and be, finish the day down, but it did not. It stayed up. And, we need a pullback. Look at how far we are from the 200 day moving average. I would say we're probably 350 days now. I'll have to get an exact count above the 200 period. So what happens when we hit double the amount of days, when we're 400 days above the 200 period moving average? Look at the RSI. We're at 77, 78. This is nutsville. So 80, yeah, we're at 80 on the RSI. So let's see what I'm going to predict today, since yesterday was such a bloodbath. Well, since it's been such a good week, I'm thinking that they're going to take some profits going into the weekend. There's a lot of weird things going on. So, I'm still, today, I'm thinking more short, especially, we're kind of back on this side of the channel. I know it's the 10% line, but we're right there. We kind of gapped up, but that's a weird anomaly that we'll talk about too. So these two spots is where I'm going with on the M2K or on the MES, the S&P. So we'll find out on the rest. Now on the Russell, I actually hit my mark, which surprising. And then it kicked over, but it gapped. So it gapped up also, came down, tested the 10 period, and now we're below it. So, I'm going to say we end up either right there, which is right where we're at right now, or right down. Let's see, we'll come down and touch and bounce off a little bit. So right there. That seems like a good spot to end a Friday, like right around 2200. Let's see. Come on, man. Like right there. All right. So now on to the NASDAQ. And that was, again, you know, where we were. I thought it was going to pull back. We were up, and it ended up touching the channel. Again, another gap, kind of gap up. And that's because it really ran on the interim period. They all ran up, so it looks like a gap up. It's come down pretty substantially. So I say we end the day there or there going into the weekend. Seems fair enough. We could end up at all-time highs too, you know, not on these, but where are the all-time highs on the last two? Let's see. Well, we're definitely within 100. Well, we were within 100 points. So, I mean, it is possible that we could get a double tap, but look at this run. I mean, this seems like it's going to pull back a little, just get back to the 10 period moving average, because we've been above it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 8th, will be the 8th day in a row. And we were right around it prior to that. You know, really 11 when you go back, if you don't count this day that was right on it. So I like my call today going into the weekend, especially. Let's check out the M2K. Yeah, and the all-time high on this one, we're quite a ways away. I mean, I know 100 plus points. No, that's a lot on the M2K. So, you know, that's like 5%. Whereas the NAS is very close, within, you know, minimal percentage point. All right. Well, hey, thanks for being with Futures to More, Futures Networks Live, FNL Crypto, everything FNL. Loving this. It's a great time to be here. And thanks for being a part of this. And hopefully we're all learning how to be better traders, positive points for breakfast, learning good risk management, position, situational awareness, and risk management. That's the key to trading. Getting the emotions out and just do it. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Have a great weekend. See you on Sunday evening. Aloha and mahalo.